It is me birthday.
No.
Oh yeah, it's only Thursday. That means I have 2 days remaining, but this excitement is hard to contain it, but I'm maintaining calm. And I'm not gonna blow up like a bomb. I'm ready for the next chapter as I turn the page. And I still celebrate for those who haven't seen this age. I'm just happy I'm on this stage sharing my art, because this was the last poem I wrote at 46, because 47 is about to start. So I'm not trying to miss a beat, because there's so many things I need to complete. I know I have 2 days before my birthday will be coming, but when 47 does hit, I'm gonna hit the ground running for sure. All right, this next poem I wrote a long time ago. Like I said, but back when I was really young, I had a dream. So I wrote about it, the dream. When I was a kid, I dreamed that I was white, and my whole day goes right. The day starts off sunny and bright, and finally the newspaper is on my front porch to my delight. Then I'm thrown off guard by how my neighbors treat me. For the first time, they greet me. It seems when you're white, life does not seem that hard. For instant, today in my mailbox, instead of bills, it's filled with applications for loans and credit cards. Man, I'm starting to like this a bunch. At work today, my boss invites me to lunch. At work, after he sit at his table, he's giving me my praise, offered me a promotion along with the raise. A promotion along with the raise. And to top off my day, 5-0 didn't even look my way. But didn't look my way. But there's a lot of black kids out there who still dream that they were white. Because in America they teach the world, if it ain't white, it ain't right. And to me, that's not right. So I wrote this poem to show kids being black is beautiful, being black is strong, being black is so many positive things. Being black is never wrong, for sure. This next poem, if you've been here a few months ago, I wrote a poem about how I met my wife. When I first met my wife, I was 19, she was 17. I met her in a dope house. Weird story, but I wrote a poem about it. We broke up for like 2-3 years, I can't remember, and we hooked back up. And this is called Things Happen for a Reason. It goes like this. Things happen for a reason. I believe that, and to the day I'm no longer breathing. Jack getting killed changed my life forever, because it's the reason why me and my wife are together. Jack got killed early Saturday morning, which started a week of mourning. A long week that had me feeling weak with endless crying. I couldn't even speak. The night before his service, I had to go to my old spot and grab the shoes that I purchased. So when I walk in, I see my homeboys talking to the cousin of my ex-girlfriend. So I gave them my number to pass on, grabbed my shoes, and I was gone. A week later, her and her friend drove by while I was outside getting high. She asked me if I wanted to roll out, and after being around all the sadness, I was like, no doubt. So we started to kick it. Everything she had planned, I was with it. The night was magical. I mean, everything was going right. Then she invited me to spend the night. I met her family I met her family, and they treated me like I was one of their own. And after that night, I ain't never been home. So rest in peace to my grandpa Jack. I wish I could bring you back, but through your death, I found life by running into my future wife. That's why, as long as I'm living, I always have a reason to know things happen for a reason, for sure.
I don't know how long the phone rang that morning or how many times they called, but I hear it ringing still. Hello? Yes. Yes, this is. What? What do you mean? Where? This isn't real. I'm still sleeping, but I awake at the hospital and they say my wife is here, but they'll be transferring her over there. I look down in her eyes and she's not here or there. The body is there, but that's when you realize the body is simply our vehicle. It takes us from point A to point B. It carries us from birth to death, but it's not us. I follow the flashing lights from here to there. Won't somebody please answer the phone? She had a stroke. Yes, but we found an aneurysm. Then you mean the stroke saved her? Yes, it will, and until we repair the aneurysm, and guess what? She has another stroke after the operation, worse than the one before. Would someone please answer the phone? After 30 days of death, we awaken to life. Just what are your plans for your wife, Mr. Hanks? It was such a strange question to hear from one's own physician, but I answered with no hesitation that I planned on taking her home. She smiled at my ignorance and stated to me that my wife would be a vegetable and would never go home. Would someone answer the damn phone? I smiled too, thanked her for her prognosis and thanked the fact that she was only a doctor and not God. Somewhere, I remember hearing a song that asked, what if God was one of us? I shudder at the thought of his agape love being reduced to our current whoever looks the best is loved the most culture. Please make it stop ringing. So many friends and family members were surprised by my devotion that I realized I played my part so well no one knew me but me, and that only I could make the phone stop ringing. My stroke of genius. Now, I was sitting at home the other night and I dozed off to sleep and I started to dream. Now, I dreamed that there was an older black fella laughing at me in the background, but it couldn't have been real. This next piece I'm going to do is entitled King Heroin, and someone has heard it before, that's why he started laughing, but really it's not a funny piece either. But here we go. We're fine. You can't mess up when I already messed up. You got the answer? I had a dream the other night. I was sitting at home in my living room and I dozed off to sleep and I started to dream. I dreamed that I walked into a place and I saw a strange, weird object standing up talking to all the people. And as I began to listen, I realized that it was heroin, that deadly drug that goes into your vein. And this is what he said. I came to this country without a passport. And ever since then, I've been hunted and sought. You see, my little white grains are nothing but waste, soft, deadly, and bitter to taste. But I'm a world of power, and all know it's true. Use me just once and you'll know it too. You see, I can take a mere schoolboy and make him forget his books. Take a world-famous beauty and make her neglect her looks. I can take a man and make him forsake his country and flag. Make a girl sell her luscious body for a $5 bag. Now, some think my adventures are a joy and a thriller. Only I put the gun in your hand and I make you the killer. In cellophane bags I found my way, from heads of state to children at play. I'm finest in China, rare in Japan. I'm respected in Turkey, even legal in Siam. Now I take my addicts and I make them steal, borrow, and beg. And then they search for a vein in the arm or the leg. So be you Italian, Jewish, black, white, or Mex, I can take the most virile of man and make him forget his sex. Now the police are taking you. Come under my wing. Do you think they can identify me, I who am king? All through your sentence, you become a czar to your fate. But fear not, young man and woman. I'll be waiting at the gate. Don't be afraid, don't run. I don't chase. You see, my name is heroin, and you'll be back for a taste. For behold, you are hooked and your foot is in the stirrup. So make haste and mount the steed. Ride him well. For the white horse of heroin will ride you to hell. To hell. Until you are dead, my brothers and sisters. Dead. This has been a revolution of the mind. Get your mind together and get away from drugs. And those that want to give them up, see me after the show. Thank you.
This first poem is one of the first ones I wrote, but I feel like this is the best way for y'all to get to know who I am. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You are who you are, and you gotta love who you are, no matter what's going on in life. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect anybody else to?
That's right.
Looking out the windows, gazing at the stars. We look into our soul, wondering who you are. Contemplating the two, can't tell which is closer. Trying to find the motivation to do what you're supposed to. After all of the confusion, what are we supposed to do? Just grind and stay focused after all that we've been through. If you want to know your past, you gotta look into your present status. If you want to know your future, you gotta look into your present actions. So look me in my eyes and tell me what you see. Another statistic, or is there more to me? Motivated like a soldier to be all I can be. Anything is possible, making my dreams reality. But when the light's not running, when the water not running, and the light's not turning, we kept the blinds open just to let some sun in. We cracked the windows open. We was hoping for a breeze, but blessings never came, not even when we sneezed. Praying on my knees, see times got hard like lumber. Hunger seemed to last longer. Still I strive to be stronger. Pondering over my last meal, I still remember that feeling. trying to grind my way out without stealing or killing. Polished putts on the floor while I'm looking up at the ceiling, closing my eyes, trying to block out the reality that I'm feeling. But then I get to dreaming, imagining what I can be then. I wake up, put my thoughts into action, because seeing is believing. See, people believe your dreams only based off what they can, but I can't base what I'm gonna do based off what they ain't. It's not where you at now, instead it's where you going. But the understood don't need explaining. Sometimes you better off not knowing. So look me in my eyes and tell me what you see. Am I just another statistic? Or is there more to me? Motivated like a soldier to be all I can be. Anything is possible, making my dreams reality. But as I got older, things began to become clearer and realer. My mom was a user. My dad was the dealer. Remembering as a teen when I pulled my first trigger, see they robbed me for some change. And in my heart, I had to get them. But today, I thank the Lord, the revolver empty, but I missed him. See, that'd be another dead body, where I'd be lost up in the system. See, we was jumping over fences, avoiding the consequences, taking chances to get ahead. We was neglecting common senses. Long sentences is what lies ahead of a corrupted system. He was innocent, but he pled guilty, just to keep his freedom. Going down that wrong path because he had no one to lead him. But at some point, we gotta do right and be a blessing for our children. See, my son would never know what it's like to be a real nigga. See, I figured I just teach him how to be the bigger man, how to spend 4 years in a college instead of 4 years in a prison, how to be humble and thank the Lord for every blessing that is given. So look me in my eyes and tell me what you see. I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's so much more to me. So a little bit about myself. Des the poet, quick plug. My plug is 5 books. This is my favorite one, Better Days in 90 Days, available on Amazon. It was #1 at one point, so yeah. But if you're a supporter, I would love it's Better Days in 90 Days, available on Amazon and all platforms. So it's Valentine's Day. So I wrote something specifically for the day, some new shit. So bear with me. This is a tough one for me. I was married for 5 years. Been divorced for 2. You know, so Valentine's Day, I slept good. I was gonna go see Bob Marley, I really didn't make it. Did the festivities, I didn't make it. But this poem is called Love is Dangerous. I got a question. What is love? Love is always patient, it's kind, it's never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited, it's never rude or selfish. It doesn't take offense and does not resent. Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. It's always ready. It never has excuse. To trust, to hope, to endure whatever comes, whatever's for you is for you. Just know that you are the one. Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Love is like the sun. What a beautiful day. I fall in love easy. My therapist say. I ain't hear you. What you said, babe? Them instant connections be dangerous. Cause how I fall in love in one day. But what can I say? Love is dangerous. I can hear your body calling. I can hear it calling. You hear your body calling. What is it really saying? You have to listen close. You'll find out that love is amazing. They say love is dangerous, like jumping off a waterfall. I'm feeling spontaneous, I'm just ready to risk it all. This ain't love in hip hop, but let the real love show. Let me lift you up like a truck. Let me tow, we can go wherever you wanna go. Let it flow like a stream, like a music symphony that sounds so good to me. Press repeat, press repeat. Listen to your heartbeat. They say love is dangerous. Your eyes speak that ism, your lips steal them kisses. Your touch leaves me wild, your voice calms my demons. Love is therapeutic. Someone can bring me peace of mind. She asked me what's my love language, but often I feel like a mom, like I'm trapped in this box with no words at this time. What is love language? Words of affirmation. You are gorgeous to the core and to the exterior. I just want to show you how beautiful you are, and you don't even need a mirror. What is your love language? Acts of service. Just tell me what you want me to do. Don't be nervous. Just say it. It's my pleasure to make your dreams come true. Trust me, it'll be worth it. What's your love language? Gifts? I don't have much to give at the time, but that's all I can give you. I promise you I can give you my time, but that's more precious, it's golden. But I guess it's our time to shine. I'm not interested in what you can do for me, I'm interested in what we can do together. Like a rainbow, I just want to find out where real love is and hope it'll lead me to real treasure. What's your love language? Time. I just want to mention that I can give you attention that is passionately given. I want to stare into your eyes and travel into another dimension. Love is the most pure, it's only right, but no love, no commitments or conditions. Did I mention? I also listen. Can I taste you? Can I rate you? Keith Lee. I'm just playing, I just want to kick it with you. Bruce Lee. Love is dangerous. Let's keep that first date feeling. Let me take you out in style. I admire your curve, but baby, your smile is the best one. Let's keep it real, just you and me. They say love don't cost a thing, but just let me know the fee. Love is dangerous, but you're safe with me. Can I rub on your spine? Can I make love to your mind? I'm digging into her soul until she's mine, until I make her shine. How she aged like fine wine every time her mind blows my mind. No need to rush today, we can take our time. That was a question, can we take our time? The feeling when you're in my arms and all my problems go away. I want an attraction that never fades, but falling in love, you have to be brave, because love is dangerous. You are so loved, even when you don't even see it. You are so loved when you don't even feel it. I don't know if you need it, but I just want to tell you, you're beautiful every day until you actually believe it. If I told you I was different from them, would you believe me? If I told you I was him, would she even believe it? I know you have that unwavering love, and it's something about you. I just want to see what's up underneath. They say don't awaken her love if you don't have no intention of loving her. But I've been in LA to DC and I still haven't discovered her. I'm learning true love starts from within. You have to love yourself first. How can you fall in love with somebody else and you don't even know your self-worth? They say love is dangerous. Have you ever been in love and it haven't been reciprocated? It's better to be loved than to be lost. That's a true statement, but I hate it. In this realm, they say love is the most dangerous. But you have to play it safe, and that's true. And if I ever fall in love, I hope that girls just like you. They say love is dangerous, but like Nipsey Hussle said, stay dangerous. I'm gonna memorize that and you're gonna see me on TV like, oh, I remember when he did that for the first time. So there's the poet. Vulnerability, love, real. I get to be in a point in my life where I get to live in my true self. I get to go to schools. I got to perform at the nation's capital. I get to be with senators and representatives, and I get to be myself, and I found out that art can create change, and I think that's a powerful mechanism because only through our lived experience can we truly represent ourselves in those spaces and see the change that we want to see. 5 14-year-olds died in our city in January. That's something that hurts to my core, but it's like, if you're not part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. So when I say real, that's what I mean. Trying to shake these demons up off of me. If you don't change, you stay the same. Day by day, nothing changes, yet we wake up and everything's changed. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting wiser. I'm a razor, cutting drama. I'm going harder. I'm going farther. I'm a taser, electrifier. Baby steps or I'm crawling since a toddler, trying to prosper. Get rich or die trying, blinded by what the hood has to offer. We live in a day and age, new graves dug every day. But what can I say, it's a shame when they shooting at football games. Stress levels raised, to the point I'm growing graves. I hop on airplanes to get away. I just pray for better days. At my feet they lay. What? Those problems. But I step over them every day. What? Those obstacles. Lately, my mom been tripping, I need to go. And all that shit that weighs you down, you gotta learn to let it go. I get ghosts to clear my mind. So lately, I've been laying low. I'm introverted, there's nothing wrong. Sometimes I need to be left alone. See, I recall a time that humbles me. I was trapped, no vision at all. The only thing that separated me from freedom was them laws and them walls. They say blood is thicker than water, but so is mud. I was on them streets tough, banging, throwing up bloods, infatuated with a lifestyle until I found out what it really was. Not brotherly love over oppression and destruction. Black on black violence, we shoot each other like it's nothing. Blue on black violence, police killed and we riot. Or protesting without demands. Do we even know why we fighting? Closed lips in a generation with no leadership or guidance. Youngsters wearing gloves and masks before we ever knew about a virus. The shine we crave throbs from the darkness inside of us. It makes you wonder what it is that make them people despise us. Life too short, breathe deep. You gotta make up your mind on who you really want to be. Either you work for yourself or you build someone else's dream. Do you want success? More do you want sleep? Do you want success? More do you want to eat? Do you want success? More do you want to get treated? Keep them feet moving. And one day you'll see that inside you'll find all you need. You just have to believe. R.I.P. Brianna. R.I.P. Black Mamba. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, Mo 3. R.I.P. to my mama. As I look in the crowd, I can see the pain in your eyes. But I wrote this poem right here to inspire. So if you got somebody in your life that ain't just right, I want you to encourage them to rise, rise. No matter what's going on in life, you're beautiful. Rise. Thank you.
Your white lines came with red flag margins bordering blue lines, leaving paper cuts on the surface of my heart. Translation. It was painful, but not that deep. Finally, I've begun to sleep. Far from rest, but never too far from the questioning, though at least consciously, I no longer let these questions ring like calls from telemarketers asking about warranties. Girl, honestly, I dove off that cliff for you. Because at the time, I was losing my shine and thought so little of me. And don't worry, I take accountability. I don't blame her for what I chose to do, nor am I into self-deprecation. I realize what we did takes two still. Our hearts grew close as I would deliver jewels I gleaned from experience with a darkened view. I should have been more careful in protecting myself. This affair was a one-time heist. Our friendship could have been generational wealth. My soul wanted to help you. My sincerity wanted to see you set free. My depression never felt more calm than when in your arms, praying your lives were for him and not for me. Tragedy. How deeply in love with you I've become. Sick, The adversity I was preparing to take on and the obstacles I was willing to overcome, shed lusting for a shred of affection. Connections between our bodies whispered there was nothing to which I would succumb. Unless that's what you needed. Yeah, my heart may still be bleeding, but I'll tell you what. Initially it felt like a ginsu to the gut, only for time to reveal it to be paper cuts. This piece, a bandage. You are not a bullet wound. I am not an island. All this water makes it hard to stand in, but you won't convince me that I'm stranded. Right, wrong, or in between. I fell in love with your everything. So if you're meant to be mine, I hope the time won't be long. And if not, the soundtrack on the way to my next spot will be this song. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love.
They don't know the song, man. They don't know the damn song.
Baby, say this one is about emotional maturity.
Okay.
All right, who's been in therapy here? Woo! Yeah, shout out mental illness. Anyway.
My therapist is white, by the way.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
But I wrote this song just about dealing with narcissists, you know? And you get to a point where you're like, I'm too grown for this. So this is my I'm too grown for this song. You stoop so low.
situations I felt would change me. Hoping these texts would direct my rearranging, I feared coming influences would shake my core. So I grew deferent to my differences. As sledgehammers pummeled my foundations, I wrote prayers, sealing sentiments like scriptures I thought would exist forevermore. They now feel like the words of strangers. Drunken exaggerations of faith and fantasy. Like reading a diary left in a hotel nightstand, though the passion is apparent, it feels forced and foreign. What I thought was buried jewels once unearthed revealed themselves to be nothing more than facades of truth, concealed in a counterfeit confidence, coalescing as perfect compliments, causing me to question my competence, but I can't discern whether it was then or now. Was I writing roadmaps or eulogies? Am I writing obituaries or vows? My literary reflection looks unfamiliar. I grab my chest, fighting this constriction, struggling, searching for guidance through these decisions, only to retreat to unrecognizable convictions, rhyming with incomplete intentions, both masquerading as soul-ripping compositions. It's a mass party I've tried to leave for 13 years. The music stopped long ago. Save this melancholic yet motivated melody still moving my soul, that undertone of Black history spirit. Can you feel it? I'm Humpty with a harmonica, broken, but still humming in harmony with freedom. Can't you hear it? It's how I wrote my way through situations I knew would suffocate. Praying to produce a personal gospel, canonizing ghosts of a form of faith. See, I grapple with believing things that logic and reason present to me as deceiving. So tell me, what is truth? When perception is a reality constructed of accepted fictions, undeveloped thoughts, misrepresented ideas, and misunderstood diction. Tell me, what is power? When the people proudly praise the vision, bond closest through the trauma of shared ignorance, while praying to instead of for provision. These questions cause me again to question my coherence, but again, I can't discern whether it's past or present. Moving forward and preparing to be a presence unlocked my essence and essentially became my heaven. So perhaps the only true fixture is this fiction known as the future. Perhaps these existential excerpts do bear buried treasure, sacraments of soul, discoverable only by those needing its wisdom for times to come. Not for me to adjudicate a past path or mentally harass who I've become. So though this current crisis of identity lingers like paranoia to a kidnapped victim in the dead of night. Fight or flight. In the face of situations destined to change my life, I remind myself the moment that most quickly dawns my light was always when I would write.
Toxicity is in me. Girl, don't be my enemy. You can keep this piece of me since it's your favorite memory. Don't let me drown. Please let me in. If you let me drown, I will come back again. I will take your crown and relapse again, and then write it down all on my skin. I'm still scared of thunder. Can you be my comfort and keep me from going under? Sometimes you call me your butter love, and then we argue some more. You be making it seem that I want too much and treat me like I'm hella tough. But I told you, I'm soft to touch. You are being too rough. She knows that I know her. I think that I'm really bad at love, though. I think I'm really bad at love. Toxicity is a piece of me. You can keep your energy if you're really not that enemy.
Repeat that, rewind.
Okay. Toxicity is a piece of me. You can keep your energy if you're really not that enemy.
Right.
It used to be when I would come down, I would get numb again, and when you get loud, I could hear nothing. You would be coming around to start something and then be not around, leaving me bugging. And that just made me wonder, like, who got you so fucked up? Is that why you be drugged up? Oh, so this one you on cuff now. You done made yourself for no one. Acting like you don't know nothing. Pretending like you don't know what's up. You can act like you don't know this, but I know you do. Cause I know you. Still, I be saying, you know, I think I'm kind of bad at love. I think I'm really bad at love. Toxicity bleeds into me. I once bled for my enemies. I returned for my centerpiece, and you keep taking that from me. How could you be mad at me for reacting savagely when you fucked up my happy? You took all of my love like it was a drug. You ain't give it back. Now I need some. If I come back, you gonna bleed some. But I still got your back if you need some. But I really need my love because yours isn't enough. I really love you, my love, but right now you're too much. You can still come and pick me up and let me know what's up. And that's why I think I'm really bad at love. Thank you. I do have another that was recently written.
Okay, new shit.
New shit, yes. How do you know love is real? When love is in your presence, what do you feel? Could you unearth only emotions that ring true and real? When love is no longer around, as if it is flown back to the sun and you are now buried underground, would you leave undiscovered everything that is you? Would you find yourself void of love so that the next time love catches up to you, you run towards it too? Not away from it. Don't hide from it. Don't jump over it. Try not to be scared of it. Charge towards it. Open yourself up to more of it. All of love is only for you. Yes, I understand your comfort, but love is something that makes discomfort worth it. So step out of your safety. Stay deeply rooted and remind yourself nothing could ever replace me. Keep your patience on forever fire, never safety. Only make that move if you think about it daily, like it replays in your mind as deja vu or something just that crazy. Only when you're for sure that it's for love and out of love and nothing of greed or granted. Express yourself fully. Leave no emotion wasted. Make yourself happy. Bring yourself elation. All in due time. Take love with patience. How do you feel when the love is real? Does your heart beat so hard you think it might have feet? Stumping on your chest, keeping you from catching rest? Does your mind worry about how to protect it on and on repeat? Does love bring you fire that could burn down heat? Could love heal your anger and protect you when you weep? Can you feel love in your surroundings, cocooning even when you sleep? What if I told you M-E is how you spell love? Would y'all believe me?
Yeah.
What about us? Me, you, and us. Does that spell love just as equally? When love takes your breath away, are you lost for words or have you just forgotten what to say? Does love alter what you remember? Can love change the weather of a lonely, cold December? Love knows you in and out. Love brings light in and the rain out of all clouds. Leave no tear unshed. Experience love in every realm possible before you fully give it up. Be in love with your growth. Be in love with your progression. Be in love with trying again, and you will never, ever fail. Trust that love is a process. At that point, you and love have prevailed. Into the sun or moonlight yet to sail, whichever makes you feel like love is by your side. Love is your insides. Then and only then have you completed your one true purpose, to love and to die. In that order. And please don't hear me grin, because love will always return. Just make sure you let it in.
My 3 beautiful wildflowers, you are chaos in bloom. Untamed spirits in a world you'll consume, raising daughters to breathe fire and teaching you to fly higher is not a task I take lightly. I hope your minds will always pulse to untamed beats. Footsteps echo, dancing in the golden streets, with feet adorned in dirt and hair that defies the room, eyes ablaze with adventure, a wildfire not kept at bay, your laughter, a symphony of untold stories, celebrating your wild glories. I hope your spirit will always dance and twirl with a radiant glow. You are worthy. Your voices deserve to be found. I hope when empowered with knowledge, you will acknowledge your strength and walk boldly toward dreams. And know how to say no. Know, my wildflowers, in every no you say, you're worth more than any doubts that may stray. And when unforgiving darkness comes your way, I hope my daughter's spirits won't be swayed. Beauty isn't confined to a mirror's reflection. It's a rebellion against societal perfection. My daughters are unique, a wild light, and I will watch your brilliance take flight, creating a beauty more than skin deep, not confined to compliments or what mirrors keep. And amidst the chaos, I hope your beauty takes its stand, by building a reflection not in mirrors, but in the dreams you command. My sweet wildflowers, you are the only you the world will ever know. There has never been another you. There isn't another you. And there will never be another you. There are no duplicates in this cosmic design. You were born to stand out. Please never doubt. Distinct, unique, and never mundane, you were designed for this campaign. My chaos in bloom, taking its form in the storm where stories find room. A narrative spun in the city's bloom. There's a beauty to consume. Find the room in a world filled with the chatter of voices. Let chaos dance in your mind's expanse, and its wild rhythm take a chance. Boldly walk towards your dream so grand, worthy of being heard and to understand life's an adventure meant for you. With feet that roam, eyes wide and true, it's the belief in oneself, a luminous flame. There's truth you carry, a melody in your name. So here's to raising daughters, wild and free, celebrating their legacy. For my wildflowers in the heat of June, listen, for you are chaos in bloom. Thank you. Okay, this next one was written out of frustration. I have what is called aphantasia, or mind blindness. I cannot see images inside my head. And I feel emotions really deeply. So it's really hard to sometimes get those emotions out in a way that I feel it inside my head because of that condition. So this poem was written from that frustration, called Turning the Page. Writing the words that dance in my mind is like trying to catch a waterfall with a child's sand bucket that has been left in the sun just a bit too long. The emotions and beats string together like a perfect melody, a poetic story ready to unfold, but they pour out too fast, in incoherent sentences, a downpour of water slipping through the cracks. My hands become antsy with an insatiable need. I have a drive, a need to write. Yet when I finally put pen to paper, the words seem to evade me, leaving nothing but a void of darkness on the page. It's as if my thoughts, once vivid and coherent, dissolve into incoherent sentences when faced with the blank canvas. I can't get the words out, and the unfinished pages become a graveyard of half-formed ideas. Each one a fraction of a potential masterpiece. I turn the page to the next half-finished idea, with the nagging feeling in the back of my mind that if I could just finish the page, I could be a half-decent writer with my half ideas. Yet the nagging feeling persists, and I'm trapped in a cycle of half-formed ideas and unrealized potential with my half ideas. I know my words will inspire one day, but until then, the ink continues to dry on the page. And I will keep turning the page, each page filled with half ideas, a step closer to unlocking the writer within. In the dark depths of my creative yearning, each unfinished page a chapter waiting for completion, an adventure waiting to unfold, I feel the echoes of unwritten tales and whispers of untold stories, my pen poised in anticipation, waiting to give life to the dormant narratives inside my mind, a labyrinth inside my mind, following the never-ending pathways inside my mind, each twist and turn and exploration into the depths of imagination, yet the pen hesitates, caught in the web of uncertainty, balancing on the edge of possibilities between what might unfold and the unspoken, inside my mind and the half-filled pages. I sit, longing for the day I can unlock my creativity, flying through the clouds to undiscovered shores where ink flows freely, and words weave intricate designs on the blank canvas. For now, I am content in turning the page full of half ideas, the slow evolution of my story. Thank you.
God, you were the man, huh? But don't get it twisted, we're a long way from your hollowed halls. Gods are small. But not in stature, because we can see that beer gut and I'm in awe. Like, how do you have a beer gut but you don't drink beer? Steer clear, he has to make a 3-point turn to turn around in the mirror, and that's sincere. Walking around with an ego almost as inflated as his waistline. Heart attack is your pulse baseline. Need 2 phones for both chins on FaceTime. I'm sorry, Pillsbury Dough Man, I won't poke. I promise this whole piece won't be a fat joke. But when I saw you, inspiration spoke. You talk to me like I'm the man that you knew in high school is the same. Strength like a tin can, no heart like a tin man. Then I'll roll over like a bike missing its kickstand, man, quit playing. And let me give you a clear view. Your best days are in the rear view, and your prom queen Barbie's built like a lunch lady, and you have no idea what I can do. Does it tempt you? To push me around like all those years ago? To show your ego that you got hands to throw? I know. It seems tempting. Tempting to relive those glory days, but I'm not phased. Those teeth will get rearranged while you're stuck in a daze and your homies give you the play-by-play. I'm not the same 5-foot boy you tormented. I'm demented, reinvented. My feet are cemented, meaning I'm here to stand on business. You'll witness no forgiveness as I slide you with a quickness, relentless, but that's only if you step to me. I want you to see my pedigree, the better me. I want to see you succeed because I'm blessed to be. I want to leave behind my axe to grind and we can both shine. Just be kind to me and mine. And we don't have to have an issue because I promise you, I carry magazines, not tissues. And I want to be clear, if you fuck with my peace, no one will miss you. Thank you. So, hypocrisy, I'm going to need you to come to like every show I perform at. You're my hype man now. You're there.
He said some shit.
Okay. So this next one, this is the new-ish shit. Kinda. Yeah, basically.
Redo.
Yeah, remix. That's it. I don't have a name for it yet, so I'm just gonna go into it. They say America is the land of milk and honey. But what they don't tell you is milk is expensive and the honey ain't sweet. Record-breaking corporate profits and wages are so stagnant the mosquitoes are nesting. House prices soaring and rent skyrocketing, it's got me feeling like Icarus. And my wax wings melt and I come crashing down into the truth of the American dream, and it's in fact a nightmare. I join the parade of the beaten, broken, and bruised, marching to the beat of the same old drum. The world our parents and grandparents knew is dead. And they refuse to admit that they buried the corpse. tossing dirt on my hopes of prosperity. The single income household for the middle class is over. Like, what the fuck? My grocery bill was $100 last week. And I didn't need a cart to get it to my car. The government doesn't care about you. What politicians pray for, we are prey to, and we don't have the power, so we are the prey to. Political profiteering is proof of pimping impoverished people, banning books by authors like Orwell, preventing the people from waking up. I don't need to read 1984, I can see the writing on the walls. And as our prices are soaring, politicians are scoring, handing out money that they don't have. Why the fuck do I need to care about the Ukraine? So I say, fuck it all. Fuck the election. They've made it clear that it's a game, and the board they play on is on our back. So until we stand up and tell them game time's over, nothing will change. Until we witness the ashen embers of their status quo reflect in their eyes, nothing will change. We need to dance among the flames of their burning system. Thank you. Now, because it's the day after Valentine's Day, I wrote a piece about my lovely wife, and yeah, I'm not going to point her out because she hates being the center of attention, but she's here.
The one you're flirting with.
The one way out of my league, you're right, yeah. Tom, stop it. I don't have a title for this either. You can always tell when Tom's in the building because you can hear his little laugh that he tries to keep quiet in the back. Jesus. If I had a genie, I don't need wishes 2 and 3. The only wish I would need is for us to swap perspectives. I simply wish you could see yourself through my eyes. Then and only then you could understand just how much you mean to me. Every word and description, every thought I can't articulate, you would be able to feel and see everything. You could understand that there hasn't been a word discovered to appropriately describe your beauty. That no poem, not even the one I'm writing now, can truly explain how much I love you. I could pour through Latin and every other dead language because it's killing me to not put accurate pen to pad.
And he is killing me right now.
I love you in a way that kills me and breathes life into me at the same time. You're my overdose and my Narcan. Full euphoria and also keeping me planted firmly in reality. I have bruises all over. Because I can't stop pinching myself to make sure that this isn't a dream. My mind is a ship in the world a raging sea, and you are the lighthouse guiding me home. My calming seas, the gust at my sails pushing me towards safe harbor, my safety and my refuge. I was a plot of land and you were a developer. I offer everything I have to give you, and you built what stands before you. I've tried every metaphor I could possibly think of, and none of them are accurate. You're the most infuriating and angelic muse. You truly are a poet's dream and nightmare all rolled into one because, you see, I'll always have something to write about and pieces to improve, just simply trying to explain my feelings for you. But the nightmare of that is that it will never, ever scratch the surface. I love you.
Let me tell you something you already know. I'm good at this shit. Like, I'm underrated with a pen. This show without me is a sin. I'm the best one-eyed fat fuck to ever do this. Y'all should be thanking me for the opportunity to attend. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Every time I sit down to write. I came up in the beginning of the scene, you see, back when we couldn't get a street corner to give us our 15. Slumming it in bowling alleys and taco shops nowhere near this fine wine. So I had to become my own Frankenstein. I said, give me Tom Hanks's knowledge and lack of fucks. Give me Phil Sanders' metaphors and such. Give me Scott Victor and Nathan Gibbs' unique perspective and weird sexual tension. Phil Sanders metaphors and such. Give me Scott Victor and Nathan Gibbs' unique perspective and weird sexual tension. Give me anything you can from Marquis Nunley or Black Soul, because without them, I don't even get a mention. You see, I took that monster into me so that you could see that me being up here ain't just Vic doing a friend a favor. It's a guarantee that his show will have a punch that'll make you stay later. Now, I'm no hater. I'm just doing what Blues Traveler said to. Giving you a hook you can't get out of your heads. So let me tell you something else you already know. I'm great at this shit. Even if my few minutes up here aren't your favorite bit, I'm still gonna get up here and make this mic mint. Because it is. It's meant to be a part of me, the largest sea around the continent of me. The potency of my legacy. This show without me would damn sure have a vacancy. It's plain to see, so prepare for an emergency landing. My talent is often compared to losing at musical chairs because it is outstanding. It's almost like every time I get up here, I'm on a mission. To take you to a place you've never been. To take you to the places that I go to when I have paper and a pen. Now, taking places where I go to when I have paper and a pen. You see, this show is sold out from the front row to the bleachers. Lend me your ear, and from here, I can reach it. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm asking in some truth. I'm like Superman on this stage, and spinach is my phone booth. Now, when it comes to poetry, it's clear to see. I'm the best poet here, that's why the feature is always going to be me. But don't let them fool you. Don't let it never be said. This is my home, and without it, I'd be dead. So let me end my intro with something you already know. I am the shit, and I thank you for coming to my show. I did a piece last month and I fucking bombed.
No, you
I'm aware of it. Thank you, Queen Shay, I love you. But I bombed.
Trust me, he did.
And I let go. Thank you. Roseanne O'Donnell looking motherfucker. Thank you. And I let everybody know I blew up everybody's phone bitching, whining, being melodramatic as hell.
Yeah, he did.
But there was one person who told me to get back up here tonight, redo it, rework it, and fucking run it. And that was Miss J. So I want to say thank you, Miss J. I'm going to beat you when we battle, but thank you, Miss J. It means a lot. So here we go. They say you fall in love 3 times. Now that first love is exciting. And that first and forever, final and fleeting. She was cousin to a friend. Gift wrapped with an N, while my brain struggled to deal with what 90s rom-com told me would be easy. Laura Steve, Corey Topanga, Zach Kelly, I wasn't ready. Already saying words we thought we meant but barely knew the concept of. Never having felt the sting, we existed on the mere idea that love's truest form to us was no longer dealing with feeling feelings alone. This was not Saved by the Bell, for this was something I felt I would forever have to atone. And when she told me goodbye, her swan song was a dial tone. Now that second love was a lesson. I was ready for the highs, but unaware of the lows. Contemplated death in her darkness as many times as I experienced life in the selfish spotlight of her focus. Selfless though this wasn't, for I was merely a paperweight. Holding down the love letters to those she could love better. My heart tethered to a dream. But she was not my queen, and I was merely her jester. A jester to her belief that no real man could best her. A test, sure. But this was not open book, this was open chest. She digged into the core of me to find what hurts best. A belle of the ball and clouded eyes, but no bell prize was worth what I had left to give. You see, the second love of my life almost stole my will to live. Now that third love is nothing I was expecting, looking for, and knew how to find. She's a paint by numbers, where each digit is a lesson I never knew to question. A masterpiece of peace made of pieces that I was taught needed to be thrown away or altogether worthless. She breathes new life into them and gives them new purpose. She is a product of every painful promise I've ever made to gods I didn't believe existed. She's destiny and prophecy, if I were to believe in them. Honestly, she's an anomaly. Like fairy tale, my life's been penned. Has her own roadmap of tragedy, a tapestry of a life led without me. But the stitches in our scars are woven over the core of our hearts, create something altogether beautiful. So I say again, she is destiny and prophecy, if I were to believe in them. Honestly, she's an anomaly, like fairy tale, my life's been penned. Down to the core, I'm sure my beast has been tamed by her bell. A beauty cleared the fog, and I am forever under her spell. So hell, maybe you do fall in love 3 times. Like Cupid is some drunk genie and he gets it wrong twice. Or maybe it's more like 3-card Monte, and you're constantly trying to find the queen until you realize it's less about going from girl to girl and more about the journey in between. I may never know for sure what the master plan intended, but I know her heart is pure and my search for love has ended. Thank you. At the beginning, yeah, that happens a lot. At the beginning of this show, Soul made a point to say that he gets the dates wrong. Because Soul got the date wrong at the last show, the person that I was supposed to have up here with me took off next Thursday.
Damn it, man.
But he gave me permission when I told him I wanted to start a piece a certain way with his permission. He gave me permission to do it. So hopefully this will come through the mic. Here we go.
Some people say that I care too much. I care too much, 'cause I want you to stay. Some people say I care too much. I care too much, 'cause I want you to stay.
Some people say I think too much. That overthinking is my crutch. Because there's just too many scenarios to analyze. There's too many truths that turn out to be lies. So if you try to disappoint me, that's only proof that you're missing the point. See, may I remind you, I'm the overthinker. I saw your exit before your entrance was finished. I wear my age like a scar. Is it to say I may not look it, but I've made it pretty far. Only to be scoffed at by those who believe I haven't made it as far as I'm supposed to, who look at me and say, fucker, you're almost 40. What goals are you close to? Well, abused teens, addicting 20s, and absent-minded 30s. Brings me to 36 years worth of searching. Not for purpose, because I have many, but for the reason that some people continue to condemn me, while none defend me. Society labels me with expectations while I remain an unframed canvas of exceptions. Defiant in the face of predefined forms. See, I don't need their definitions to define my norms. Therefore, some people say I care too much. About things that don't matter. People that can't matter. Past instances where the distance is only as far as the memory can reach. But I can't help but think, why do you care about what I care about, but not enough to care about what I care about? Is there any doubt that I'm different? I place high value on poisonous nostalgia and hyper-romantic ideals. It is not enough for me to explain my thoughts. I need to express how these feelings feel, so don't tell me it's no big deal. Hypervigilance and vomit ranting are my superpowers. Born from a childhood trauma that I can't yet say with a straight face that I survived. But while I still count myself as alive, I will not forego my need of expression to conform to your need of comfort. I will live my life basking in the glory of days one and reliving some hurt. I will be melodramatic, charismatic, emphatic. I find it too problematic to be acrobatic, but I am a keyboard kamikaze. There is no tightrope for me, because the line between optimism and delusion is as thin as it can be. Because unlike some people, I suffer from poetry. And it is a disease that is asymptomatic, and I've had it for as long as I can remember. I carve sonnets out of silence, meet indifference with defiance, witness with bated breath the alliance between my heart's quill and home skill. In the rebellion of my laughter, I find joy despite my environment. Loving and being loved are the pillars of my entitlements. I'm a nomad with a notepad, finding a new home in every piece that I pen. unlocking universes that I hold in my skin, using my scars as constellation to tell the stories of battles unseen. My grandfather's favorite grandson, and I can't tell you what that means. So I will continue to be me. I will make no apologies for my words or my ways, because some people still don't know my name. Thank you. Come on.
I'm glad I know this guy.
These next two are hyper emotional, so if I cry like Nathan, please forgive me. Vic, give him a hug, he's lonely. Alright, hopefully I can get through this piece without looking at my phone, because if I don't, Soul's going to give me shit consistently. You can't say that when he fucked up tonight, come on. Back when I was a child, stepdads were ugly, terrifying creatures. They transported by the power of broken hearts and Newports, and had distinct and dastardly features. But now that I am a stepfather myself, I realize there is an all-powerful magic, and now that I'm a stepfather myself, I'm going to make sure my daughter has it. You see, she will not be taught to fear that dumb wisdom that we once called boys will be boys. She will instead know how to strike fear with a whisper, mischief managed after a lot of noise. Any difficulties in school will do little more than just prove that she is a half-blood awaiting her satyr. Whether Greek or Roman, she'll know to find a home in books, because there's no place safer. She will know that to find courage, all she'll need is books. To find courage, all she'll need is what it took to turn that first page, that 13th, and sometimes page 394. Because lives, loves, and journeys of those lost and have yet to live are what lie in store. When the time is right, I will teach her of the missteps of the Wicked Witch of the West, the undetermined and pure heart of the true King of the North. I get goosebumps thinking of the fear she might feel when she reads about the beast in the East. I get goosebumps thinking of the fear that I know she'll feel when she learns about the Song of the South. And she will learn all of this after I put a bookshelf in her closet. Because the closet is the best place to hide from the world and all of its terrible, horrible, wild things. And the wild things may roar their terrible roar and gnash their terrible teeth, roll their terrible eyes and show their terrible claws, but she is protected by gods. Silverstein, Shakespeare, Riordan, Poe, Amelia Bedelia, Stuart Little, and Juna B. Jones. See, I hope it shows in my delivery the faith I have in what I now speak. Because books were how I was given the power that I now preach. And I hope to show my daughter how a spiral looks the same from both ends. So before she counts the mission has failed, she'll flip the hourglass over and start again. I will give her the elder wand, the golden compass, and if need be, the sword straight from the stone. I will give her friends and I will give her allies, and she will never face one day alone. And when she is older and I am gray, a day far from now, I hope, she will tell in her own special way how when she was a child, stepdads were ugly, terrifying creatures. They transported by the power of big hearts and bigger hugs and had distinct, unique features. And how hers taught her long ago of a new all-powerful magic. And now that she's a mother herself, she'll make sure her daughter has it. Thank you.
It's teamwork. It makes the dream work.
Is this new shit?
This is new shit and final shit.
Collaboration. Yeah. Oh, she got to sit down for this one.
Now, like I said, I'm ending with this. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. Simply Poetry, Simply Sangria. This is my home. 3 years now. I'll never forget Scott and I sitting right there with Brian, planning all this out. I'm the one that came up with the name, so fuck all y'all. But this is home. Whether it was Lyrics and Laughs at Barleycorns, whether it's Walter's stuff at the Art Museum, we all go different places. I mean, hell, we go to Kansas City. Kansas City comes here. Thank you again, Queen Cherry. But this is home. This is what will always be my home. And even though any poet in front of a mic is at home, it's within these walls that I am most myself. So can we give a round of applause for Simply Poetry and Simply Sangria? I've seen love. True, powerful, painful love. My grandparents were married for over 50 years. That's well over 8,262 days.
64.
64 days.
No, 64 years.
Microphone, camera, fuck me.
From the top.
My grandparents were married for over 50 years, which is still fucking 64. That's well over 8,262 days. Well, I say were. They still are. And always will be. And I moved in with them when I was 16. I've seen a woman who today would struggle to tell you my name, tell a story about the FBI agent she loved with all her heart. How not even 5 kids, constant moving and opposing views on many important things, could dare tear their bond or break it apart. My grandfather gave my grandma a kiss every morning, right after making her coffee. He did everything for her. From the trivial to the vital, you wouldn't be far from the truth to say that my grandmother was entitled. But despite it all, he gave everything for her, because she was everything to him. And in my youth, I didn't understand it. I couldn't see what it truly meant. I didn't realize he couldn't be himself without her, because without her, he wasn't 100%. So believe me when I tell you I've seen love. It hurts, and it's rarely easy. It's work, and I believe he never stopped loving her. Spent his last breath in the house that they made a home. He never dared doubt her, could never fathom being alone.
Someday somebody's gonna ask you a question that you should say yes to. What's in your life? Maybe tonight I've got a question for you.
Outside of them, I've seen it as well. I've seen it blossom, and I've seen it go sour. I've seen the devil in divorce, and I've seen its freeing power. I've witnessed forevers last a few years, and I do said with fingers crossed. So while I may be a hopeless romantic in my head, I know faith has a cost. Grandparents together for over 50 years, but none of their 5 daughters are still on marriage number 1. And though most have finally found their forevers, it took them faith in moments where they had none. You see, that's where they call it falling. Because in order to do so, you must relinquish control. Whether it burns or saves, you must have faith and just let go. I am the last of my grandfather's name. His name ends with me. So I don't see love as a game, I see it as destiny. When my best friend married her wife, I guarantee you, I saw love that day. No different or less powerful than I do every time Black Soul speaks of Miss J. And hell, let's be honest, Ashley. Nathan knew from the start he would have to make room for more than Vic in his heart. Aside from my grandparents, the truest love I ever saw is the day a Cowboys fan became my brother-in-law. But I stand up now as your features presentation and might find myself planted in my destiny's destination.
Someday somebody's gonna ask you a question that you should say yes to once in your life. Maybe tonight I've got a question for you.
Now, the song says someday, but I see tonight as no time better to ask the question that I knew was coming. Well, hell, to be honest, the day that I met her. My grandparents set the mark. My sister and my friends lead by example.
Do it! Do it!
But the love I've seen them have, I trust is only a sample.
Do it!
Of the love I have for you. And it's not going anywhere, that I can guarantee. Though we are nowhere near 8,262. 760 is not a bad start for me. So I end this all with a question. And I'm too old to get down on one knee. But Dawn, aloysius